Welcome to Background Screening Tips and Tech. I'm your host, Tim Santoni. Screening packages, a la carte search products, or mix and match? That is the question. Today I want to talk about the strategies involved with constructing background screening packages and options that background screening companies often propose to clients. I want to start by covering what most background screeners will cover as an entry search package or option. At a bare minimum, the Social Security Number Trace and National Criminal Database Search are the typical starting points for most screening packages. The National Criminal Database has obvious flaws, but this search also covers high-level government watch lists and sex offender registries, so it's something that employers are comfortable with as a foundation for their background report. So, once you have the SSN Trace and National Criminal covered, the next question becomes the county criminal searches. There are a few flavors of this search that I would like to cover. First, you can offer to just run county criminal searches to verify hits on the National Criminal Database. This means if there are no hits on the National Criminal, then no county criminal searches will be run. This is a cost-effective solution that is quick and easy, but it comes with some risk as many states and counties do not report to the National Criminal Database. Second, you can offer a single county criminal search to cover the most recent reported county of residence. I see this option offered quite a bit as it is better than just the National Criminal Database and it doesn't add much cost. The flaw with this search is that if the applicant recently moved to a new address, you could be missing a ton of criminal cases in their previous county of residence. You could offer a 3-county search to cover the 3 most recent counties of residence as well. The third option, which is very common, is to cover county criminal searches in the counties of residence going back 7 years based on applicant provided data and based on the data obtained from the Social Security Number Trace. Keep in mind that statistics show that most applicants have resided in 2.2 counties in the prior 7 years. This is helpful to know if you're trying to figure out your hard costs associated with this type of search. The 7-year history standard has to do with the 7-year reporting limitations that many background screening companies have adopted based on the 7-year reporting limitations for criminal records in many states. This is great to know, but the bigger question is, how do you price these solutions and how do you offer them to the client? If you offer screening packages with defined searches and package costs, you can customize the above packages and they can be ordered without much thought and analysis by the client while maintaining a fixed package price, not including court access fees, of course, which is a whole other topic for another show. The other option is to run the SSN Trace and National Criminal, but then give the HR professional the choice to add county criminal searches at the time of processing. This forces the client to select the county criminal searches to be processed based on the address history of the applicant and the addresses developed by the Social Security Number Trace. The client must take on the responsibility of constructing a screening package that meets their risk tolerance. This also forces the client to be more responsible for the price of the background reports, as they will be adding searches that drive up the costs associated with the report at the time of ordering. This method sounds like it removes responsibility from the background screening company in terms of search scope and cost, but in my experience, an inexperienced HR professional will often add searches by accident and then ask for credits and refunds later. So be careful if you elect this solution, as there could be a learning curve for your clients. In the end, there isn't a right or wrong solution. Some of it comes down to the client preferences. As a background screening provider, I believe that your responsibility is to educate the client so that they understand the options, how they work, and where there could be holes based on those decisions. We live in a world of mass customization where we can customize our coffee drinks via an app, we can customize our pizza, so we should be able to customize our background checks, right? Well, yes, customization is possible, but in my opinion, too much flexibility and options can create confusion, headaches, and added costs. My suggestion is a hybrid that will allow defined screening packages with options to add things like a driving record or employment verifications. I find it is better to configure 3 or 4 screening packages with different options than it is to create one screening package with 7 or 10 options. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and please consider sharing it with your colleagues. Thank you so much for tuning in to Background Screening Tips and Tech, and we will talk soon.